Football fans, welcome back. It's week 4 already. We're here with the PrepZone Playbook, here to get you primed up for another week of high school football games. With me, as always, Joseph Alexander Craney. Did I get the middle name right?
That's correct, yes. Alexander.
Is it really?
No, it's Joseph Sean.
Oh.
Joseph Sean Craney.
Okay, well, Joe Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'll call you AC Fisher from now on.
You can do that.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Cool.
What'd you think of week 3? Had some pretty good games, some really close games for the first time. So what stood out to you?
What jumps out to me is District 5A 15. That's Immokalee, Golden Gate, and Lely. I think that district's wide open at this point. I think coming into the season, Immokalee was the favorite, rightfully so. But you got Lely with Tupac Ismay, might be the best running back in the area. And then Golden Gate won pretty convincingly at home against Barron Collier last Friday, 35-20. I mean, I think at this point that district's pretty wide open among all 3 of those teams.
I think you're right. I especially liked what Immokalee did this past week. They lost to Westminster Christian, but that team was ranked number 2 in Class 3A. And Immokalee was down 16-0 at halftime, outscored them 11-0 in the second half. The thing about that district, 5A 15, only 3 teams, so we won't see a district game for another month and a half. So they don't play till like week 8, week 9. So it'll be interesting to see how that district shakes out.
But that's what you like about Immokalee, right? Scheduling those tough non-district games early.
And that's what they wanted to do. You know, they wanted to play a team that's fast and quick in Westminster Christian because they'll be ready when they play Lely, Golden Gate. Speaking of district play, we get into it this week finally. In 6A 13, that's our 5-team, mostly Collier County district, 2 district games. We got Palmetto Ridge at Gulf Coast, Estero at Naples. Going to be really good games. Either one of those excite you?
I think Estero at Naples is intriguing. I know that was a huge blowout last year, but you got to figure that's the game that the Wildcats are getting up for the most this season, at least in terms of district play. So I think Estero put some points on the board this year at least, and maybe keeps it competitive. Well,
this is the first time Estero has gone to Naples since they lost 91-0 in 2008. And I apologize to Estero for bringing that up because I know they don't like to hear about it. Well, we also got another, it's not a district game, but 2 small school teams that could be rivals soon. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, Battle of the Small Schools. It's community school at Marco Island. Marco Island took a hit this week. Patrick Michel, I hope I'm getting that right. They're starting running back. Suspended 2 games for an altercation in the game they had a couple weeks ago on September 5th. There were some skirmishes in that game. Some punches were thrown. Marco Island had the suspension reduced from 6 games to 2, so they're without him this week. But I like Marco in this game. I think their quarterback Andrew Fowler, he's a sophomore, and their receiver Cole Stretton have put up a lot of numbers this year. And I think they can do it again against CSN.
Well, that would easily be the biggest win Marco Island's ever had. They only had 3 wins the first 2 years, and they already have 2 this season. So let's get right into our Big 5. Again, these are teams to kind of look out for. Some of the best teams, but not necessarily our top teams. So, Joey, tell me who's on your Big 5 board this week.
Top 3 doesn't change. Again, it's South Fort Myers at 1, Naples High at 2, and then First Baptist Academy at 3. Looking at Lely at number 4 this week, definitely a team to look out for again with District 5A 15, see how they do against, I think it's Port Charlotte they have at home. And then 5, I'll take Estero. I'm not counting the Wildcats out. They lost their starting quarterback, Cody Long, for the year. He had knee surgery this week. But their backup, Nick Johnson, came in. I think he went 13 for 16 in the game last week. So I think he's a capable backup quarterback, and I think they still have a pretty decent offense.
Okay, that'll be something to look out for. For my Big 5, I finally got on board with you and put South Fort Myers number one. Just because Naples lost, you got to drop them, but they played really, really well at Bradenton Manatee. Immokalee, I talked about. I like the way, even though they lost, they look good. Lely, I think, is good. They're at number 4, and at number 5, I'm going to go the other way from that MIA CSN game.
Gotcha.
Community school, they've been killing people as we've expected, and we'll see what they do once they get going this season. So, for the full power rankings, for the PrepZone power rankings, go to our blog, The Huddle, at naplesnews.com/PrepZone. Come back Friday night for game stories, reviews, wrap-ups, photos, everything you could possibly want about high school football in Southwest Florida, and we'll talk to you next week.